That is extreme agility by a former football player. That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call the Bank. And with first pitch just moments away, here's a look at today's starting lineups. Chris Miller will get his first.
Really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0 and tied.
1-2. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will. Chris Miller. Here's another 1-2. And he struck him out.
Well, this is a
Chris Miller stand in for the third time now. Ball one. Lined hard to center field. Ordonez is there, and he has it for the first out.
and that's Chris Miller. He's getting guys to go after it. It's doing its job, but if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And say goodbye to that one. Into the seats and right for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Take a look here at where the catcher's going to set up. That pitch was supposed to wind up down and away, but this is just a total miss in location. Comes right back over the heart of the plate. That's why that baseball's a souvenir right now.
They have a double switch here. Keys to this ball game so far. Fastball right back to the mound. And he is out at the plate.
Throw to the plate, and Howie is gunned down. What an unbelievable throw by Yoenis Cespedes.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller will stand in trying to keep that hitting.
The worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just root one.
And this is hit well towards the hole. He'll flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Chris Miller. Here comes another 0-2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bam. Chris Miller will stand in for the third time. The next pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Abbott has got it, and the side is retired. Comes a 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the seventh. 2 gone.
Midway point of the season. This is where you start
way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Swinging a high chopper. There's one. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the back. Here comes the 1-2. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Beckett, for the 21st time in Dodger history, a no-hitter. The 11th no-hitter in Los Angeles Dodger history. The first since Hideo Nomo.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller will get his first opportunity. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they come into this one off a 500 homestand, which is not terrible, but nothing to get too excited about.
And he is in there. 2-2 pitch on the way. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score as well so far this year. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Yeah, wasn't really able to generate a whole lot of torque there. He's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single. Ready with the 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And they're threatening to add on to their already good-sized lead.
And this is hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And they'll add another.
I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th. Chris Miller.
Fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. One there. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Chris Miller.
White so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
2 out and the base is empty.
Burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That should have an effect on the rest of this week.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short, and a rather easy first out.
The Tigers have done it. For the 4th consecutive year, they are champions of the American League Central Division. To center. Hicks.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the 2 starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chris Miller will stand in, and he's been a top. So far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead, he's mixing his pitches. You'd like.
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out. Chris Miller. Here comes a 1-2. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. The throw into second, and he's going to make it there for the double.
Wow. And how he managed with that swing to wind up with a double is beyond me. Hey, that's baseball.
Chris Miller. Not from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means
Chris Miller will get a shot here with 2
runner on. Better be careful.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that
0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one.
The 3rd, Jackie Bradley, Superman in the alley. And how about the appreciation from these fans? A spectacular catch.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller. Pause, now the pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go. Chris Miller end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something to think.
Chris. He'll try again, 1-2. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Chris Miller.
Because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and tide is not working in his favor.
Hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Chris factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning. Ready with another 2-2. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as
Facility by a former football player. That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller.
Because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
Throw to first will get him easily in this. Ready now on 1-1. And he goes down and gets this one as it's lifted high into the air out to medium deep center. Miller is there, 2 gone. Now the pitch.
Hey, no one down here.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Miller comes on now and he has it 1 down. Salmons will stand in, 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. Chris Miller. He's ready now, the pitch. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Ray backs up and takes care of it, 2 away. Ray will get his first opportunity now. 0 for 4 in Wednesday's ball game. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And 1 gone now in the New York third. Waits on deck. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Gage will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
Boy, these are hard somewhere.
Chris Miller will
Tonight, no question.
Full count pitch on its way. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Oh, and he misses it. Around third and being waved on home. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, and that play was just an absolute mess. I mean, if you want to see a manager lose his mind, try letting a guy score from first on an error. And that's an absolute gift of a run there.
Chris Miller, here it comes. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And the catch is made there, 2 gone here in the 9th.
And the Giants, once again, win a game in a very unusual way as this crowd goes crazy. 2-1. DeSarcina waving Kendrick home. Here's the throw to the plate, and Howie is gunned down. What an unbelievable throw by Yoenis Cespedes.